It's time for Weenie Bat You Wormy Turds.
I'm not going to use it, but I'm going to see it.
You're listening to Weenie Bat Cocksucker. You say it.
You're listening to Weenie Bat. Enjoy, you fucking bitch. Brilliant. I love it, man.
Alright, so... what'd you do today? You went to work?
Well, so this new game just released. It's called Armored Core 6. And I'm so fucking excited.
Like it released today?
Yeah. I think at 10 o'clock.
You have to wait till... Well, it's like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But, yeah.
Why at 10 o'clock?
I don't
Is that
know.
like a mid...
It's like, that was just the pre-install release time.
Oh, so it's the midnight release for tonight, so when this episode's out, it'll be out.
Yeah, I stupidly pre-ordered it like a month ago and spent money I didn't have because I'm really excited about the game. But yeah, so I was excited to play that game, and then I forgot we have to podcast.
It's not even out yet.
I know.
It's not out for like an hour.
Isn't it?
In 10 minutes. You can see the time right there on the TV.
It comes out at 10.
No, the pre-install starts at 10. Is what
Oh
you said.
no, I already installed it.
Oh.
It's okay.
That's even
I'm
dumber.
Just...
Fucking whatever, man.
It doesn't matter. I'm just joking around. It's fine.
Alright.
What was your day like?
I went to the movies with my mom. Saw
Oh, yeah.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, eh? What's Blue Beetle about?
Blue Beetle.
I figured.
No, it's a DC character. He's the third Blue Beetle. A Mexican named Jaime Reyes, who gets a little blue scabbard that like digs itself into his back, and he's basically Star Kid.
Oh.
That's a different movie, but
I've seen Star Kid.
you've seen a movie, Jesus Christ. But
yeah, Star Kid rules.
yeah, but it was pretty good. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't know what the rules are about that movies right now.
What do you mean?
There's rules about stuff, SAG-AFTRA strikes and stuff, but
There's rules.
yeah, about like promoting certain things.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
what kind of rules?
I don't think you're supposed to like talk about things that are currently out or about to come out. Like you can talk about older things or like things that are not a part of the AMTPA.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not in the union or anything, but like at the same time, it's like I'd like to be at some point.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. So are these new rules?
no, this is just because of the strikes going on.
Oh, because of the strike.
Right.
So by...
You're not supposed to promote certain things. Like I was talking to Red Mesa, whatever his actual name is. The
Red flag.
No.
Oh.
The native dude from ER. Ricardo's friend.
Oh, okay.
But he's on ER.
Oh,
apparently.
right. Yeah, Mr.
Anyways, I was
Mr.
talking-
Bloated Face.
Yeah. It's kind of like that Eastern Island head, but like shorter.
This is someone our listeners have no idea who he is.
No, but they know the description we're talking about. So, but no, you're not supposed to like promote certain things.
Interesting.
Like
So by being in accordance to those rules, are you like helping the
that. Yeah.
strikers?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Like there's things I'm excited about that I'd like to talk about, but we're not going to. But there are something that I am excited about that I do want to talk about.
Oh, really?
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot even.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So Donald Trump is self-reported on because he turned himself in today at Fulton County
Really?
Jail. Is 6'2". I don't know how true that is. I don't really care. How much do you weigh?
Oh my God, we have Donald Trump's weight.
How much do you weigh?
Yeah, I don't want to. Don't tell me. I want to. So I weigh. What do I weigh?
There's a scale right over. You can just check.
294 is when I
Okay.
last measured. Yeah.
Okay. Now your body compared to his is better. Like,
Did you say that? Really?
have you seen the backside of Donald Trump?
Yeah, he's a fatty.
Yeah,
He's
like
a big guy.
there's a certain amount of fat where you like tuck your belly into your pants. Fat. You're not that fat.
Not yet.
He might be. And then you like see the back of somebody is like, if you're a black lady, that'd be kind of hot.
Right.
To a very specific
Is he-
demographic.
Does he have a big ass?
He does. I've seen
Oh,
pictures of
that's
him
so
like
weird.
playing tennis and golf and stuff. It's like a huge ass. Like you could put something on the back.
Allah, he coming.
Huh?
Donald Trump. Have you ever heard that term?
No, I don't know what you said.
Allah, he coming. Never. Means he had
Oh,
big
la,
ass.
he coming?
Oh, Lord. Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Lord. Fuck. I'm fucking deaf, you dick. It sounded like, oh, la, he's coming. It's like, what is
What
Ola?
the fuck are you saying?
No, so he self-reported his height and weight. So that means the jail didn't take his height and weight.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because they don't want it out there because there's fucking bookies taking bets on it. Because there was an over-under Vegas bet of 247. Fucking clearly he's
That's
over
too low.
247.
Yeah, that's way too low.
Like, I'm 240.
He's got to be over 3.
I'm 240. I don't look like a fat piece of shit. I
No.
just have, like, pregnant lady belly.
Right.
But his self-reported weight was 215, 230, something like that.
That's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie. There's no way. He's over 300 for sure.
Yeah.
So
I
wait,
am 5'9" and fucking 5'9", 5'10".
How tall is he?
Apparently 6'2", 230
What?
pounds.
He's making shit up. Why didn't they measure him at the fucking...
I have no idea, but
That
there was
sucks. I thought we had his actual weight.
there was a lady on TikTok. It was like Josie does sports or something like that. She was comparing his height and weight to NFL quarterbacks because that's like the average. Like these big straight jack dudes is like, yeah, I'm 6'2", 230 pounds or whatever. And it's like, there's no fucking way that fat bitch is fucking 230.
He's so obese. He's such a fat piece of shit.
You remember when those guys, I don't remember what team it was, they won the Super Bowl and like he invited him to the White House for dinner and
Yes.
it was all fucking McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Like, I like McDonald's, but
Me too.
at that point, like, everything had to be cold anyway.
Oh
But-
god, and it was probably terrible because once McDonald's gets cold, it's inedible. Straight up.
The nuggets you can reheat a certain way.
Oh really? Nuggets.
The nuggets are probably the only thing.
Wow. Mechanically separated chicken, my favorite.
I mean, it's kind of
So good.
sexy.
Nuggets?
Yeah, no, mechanically
Oh
separated.
yeah.
No, but,
Gyno.
but like if I was to go to that White House, like McNuggets, really, like I would begrudgingly eat it, but that's kind of fucked.
It's like, yeah, it's like he was trying to appeal to the normal man. Is that what he was going for?
I think that's
likes
what
McDonald's.
PR would have said, is he was trying to be
Oh
appealing.
yeah, okay.
I think
yeah.
it was because he likes McDonald's.
He just
yeah.
likes it.
I like McDonald's. This is great. McDonald's is amazing. It's like, you guys like, I'm a billionaire and I put ketchup on my steak. McDonald's is amazing.
Yeah.
He also
It's
does
like, Donald, it is amazing. But you're the fucking president.
Like-
come on, man.
I understand you are a classless piece of shit and you love sexually assaulting and raping women.
You're attracted to your daughter and you put people in cages.
I'm almost certain he fucked his daughter.
You think so, really?
Definitely.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there evidence? Or are you just...
I've heard like some things that point to where he very likely might have, but because he gets Melania and Ivanka confused or something? I don't know. It's fucking creepy.
God.
Either way you think about it.
He's like the worst.
Like, it doesn't, like, whether or not he was president or, like, you're falling off over yourself, jacking off to fucking MAGA bullshit,
Yeah.
that's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
To talk about your daughter in any way like that.
Yeah, he said...
Or to lie
didn't-
about your weight like that.
I remember I saw the footage where he was saying how hot his daughter is, and if he wasn't his daughter, he would have banged her. Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
He literally said that.
Yeah. And then,
It's so fucking creepy.
his son's wife, Eric, the blonde one, is married to this lady, Erica Guilfoyle. I guess she was some Fox News, whoever. And she was bitching about something about the debates because they wanted him and her son wanted to, like, be commentators or some weird shit about it. I don't remember what the details is, but the picture they used was her, like, that, but she's got, like, a lot of bad plastic surgery, so she looks like a blow-up doll.
Wait, who does?
Something Guilfoyle. It's Donald Trump, or Eric Trump Jr.'s wife.
She's got... Does she have plastic
Erica
surgery?
Guilfoyle. Yeah.
Jesus. Why do people
That's
do that?
probably not actually her first name. Fucking... I don't know, man. They're, like... Body dysmorphia, I guess? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time
These are good pictures of her. I don't know where the picture. That was a pretty bad one.
Let me see here.
Yeah, but her mouth was open in the picture from yesterday, so she literally looked like a blow-up doll.
She looks like shit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why do women just leave
Say
yourself alone?
Men do it too.
Everybody, people, just
Stop it.
stop getting plastic surgery. I mean, Ricardo's friend, like, dude, don't do that.
I hope he doesn't, but I don't think he has it.
Are you sure?
No,
sure
I've
as fuck
fucking
looks
no
like
idea.
he's got
It's kinda-
Botox or something. But.
Probably. I was in Hollywood. Yeah. What's fucking wrong with you? God.
Who cares?
I don't know. And then there's like the Republican national debate yesterday, and Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, talked about his friend Penny, who her mother tried to get her aborted 8 times, or she aborted her 8 times, and then nothing worked, and so she had to get a back alley abortion into like a pan, and then her grandma found her, and she grew up into this like crazy old fucking Republican lady.
So she's supposed to be aborted 7 times, 8 times, and it never worked, and she grew up.
Yeah, something like that. Or she
Jesus
wasn't allowed
Christ.
to, but eventually she got a back alley abortion, and so as a little fetus in a pan, became an adult lady. Like total fucking nonsense.
Oh, this isn't true.
No, how the fuck is that true?
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
how are you aborted more than once?
yeah.
I mean, you're pretty fat. You were probably a fat baby, so.
This is where the hanger was.
I knew somebody who had a cleft palate. That's what people would tell him. Is that where they got you at the hanger? People are terrible.
Yeah, people are pieces of shit. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
So Trump he turned himself in.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the charges again for people? that
RICO
don't
charges.
know? RICO?
Like 19 of them or something. I don't know the fucking charges.
Oh, okay.
RICO is racketeering something. It's what you hit the mob with. In fact, Rudy Giuliani, who also turned himself in.
Are you serious?
Yes, he did that the other day.
Holy shit.
Him and the other 19 co-conspirators. So, Rudy Giuliani, like, pioneered or, like, utilized RICO charges in New York super effectively against the mob, right?
Rudy did.
Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor.
Holy shit.
That's what he's getting charged with in Georgia for RICO charges.
That's fucking crazy, man. That's so crazy.
No, it's even crazier. I was listening to Your Mom's House, the new episode.
Yeah.
And they were reading transcripts of this. So this lady is suing Rudy Giuliani for sexual assault, and there was like recordings of it, of some of the shits he said.
Seriously?
And yeah, and they had to read it out because they didn't have the actual recording. But this shit is fucked up, dude.
Really?
Like, yeah, you big, come here, big tits. I love your big tits. I own these big tits, and like, fucked up shit like that. At one point,
it was a girl that didn't have consent. She wasn't into
I
it.
don't know the details of
okay.
that, but they have this conversation recorded, and it was like 3 different parts. You should go listen to it. It's Your Mom's House, Tom's New Glasses, that's one part. He's talking about tits. Another part where he's talking about how Jews have little dicks because they don't use them. Because after they get married, they don't use them often. But Italian guys, because Rudy Giuliani's Italian, they use them all the time, so they've got big dicks. They just keep on growing.
That doesn't make sense, Rudy. The amount
Clearly, a lot of shit doesn't make sense with these people.
The more you use your cock doesn't mean it gets bigger, you fucking moron.
I have heard that fucking old wives' tale, though. Yeah, if you use it a lot, it get bigger. It's the whole you don't use it, you lose it kind of idea. It's fucking dumb as shit. Because that's not how that works.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Or those people that believe in, what's it called?
Jesus?
Felching or stretching. They like to stretch their cock to make it bigger.
Oh, okay.
But
Felching is something different.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Felching is when you come out of somebody's ass or pussy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely not what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I don't know how you get that confused. That is raw.
So RICO charges. That's fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know all the details or remember everything. It's just enough to like stay in the brain and go like, that's fucked up. That's hilarious, but that's fucked up.
What kind of charges do you think he's actually gonna get? Do you think he's gonna do jail time? Because I don't.
For Georgia's the one that really matters if he does jail time, because they do not accept presidential pardons, and the governor can only pardon them 5 years after they've served their sentence. Now, the DA in charge, or the judge, Fannie Willis, has straight up said, it's like, you're going to get treated like everybody else. It doesn't really seem like that so far, but we'll see.
Right.
But, like, I think it's like a minimum of 5 years for this stuff to begin with.
Wow.
So.
Can you imagine Donald Trump in jail? Can you?
Yes, really, like, any billionaire, you're like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
But, like, Donald Trump is enough to just, like, you're a creepy fuck. Fucking chomo. Fuck you, man. Now, don't get me wrong, he's probably going to do, like, white-collar prison.
Yeah.
So, where it's, like, not a big deal. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, fuck you.
You want illegal shit? Go to prison.
Well, you want to see his mugshot?
Yes.
It looks kind of creepy.
I want nothing more than to see this fucking mugshot. Holy shit. Donald Trump finally turns himself in. This is fucking nuts,
Well, I mean, it's
man.
not like he wasn't going to turn himself in.
I thought he...
You thought
That's
he
his
was gonna...
mugshot.
Yeah, look at that. He's like... It's kind of that, like, I'm clearly ashamed of this. I'm pissed off that I have to take this. Like, this feels unnecessary kind of thing. Because I don't think...
Shit.
For the 3 other indictments he's had, I don't think he had to do a mugshot.
Really?
Yeah, so that's the first one.
And I'm sure like he will pay his bail if he... No?
Okay, so... Do you know how bail works?
I understand it basically.
Okay, so they set a certain amount of money, right?
Right.
Usually, if you have that money, you pay it off, you go home. His bail is set to $200,000. Now, normal poors like us have to go through a bail bondsman, where you pay a certain percentage, usually like 10%.
And they pay the rest of it,
Mhm.
and then you owe them money.
You pay that 10%, they get their money back, you don't get anything back.
Oh.
If you were to pay the original amount, your bail, you would get that money back.
Oh, when do you get the money back?
After everything? I don't know that detail. But I that's how much I understand of it.
Oh, that's how... I didn't know it worked like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So, and if you were to skip out on your bail, like you don't show up to court, they send bounty hunters after you.
Like actual bounty hunters,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they don't call them that. They call them like officers of the bond or bond officer, bond retrieval, whatever. They call it something different in every state. But basically bounty hunters. Right?
Like the dog. Or what's his name?
Yeah, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did, was chase bond jumpers.
That's crazy.
Or bail jumpers, whatever you want to call them.
But so with Donald Trump,
He had a
what's
$200,000 bond.
That's chump change for Trump.
Yeah, but guess which way he went?
Which way?
Through a bondsman.
Wait.
He paid 10% of his $200,000 bond and went through a bondsman.
Seriously?
Yeah, he went the poor people route.
Wait, that would kind of imply maybe he doesn't have as much money as he says he does.
Yeah, especially with all these lawyers that keep quitting and like, because a lot of people are no longer have the same lawyers as him because he very often stiffs people.
Oh yeah.
Like he
He's-
never pays his
He
fucking bill.
chronically does that
Yeah,
constantly.
since the 80s and 70s and whatever
Yeah.
else, like you would figure somebody would learn cash up front.
Yeah.
But apparently not.
He is, isn't it? There's like so many New York banks that won't work with him anymore because
Mhm.
he just doesn't fucking show up.
Yeah, that's what I think. A lot of his loans are through like the Saudis and Russian banks.
Yeah,
and
and Swiss banks and
it's
shit.
like, who would have guessed this guy has been compromised by some foreign government?
So he went through a bail bondsman.
Yeah, he went
So-
the poor route.
So, and usually when you pay your bail, you're out and free while you await trial, right?
Yeah. So he's in and out already. Like, in and out in an hour.
So there's a trial coming for this.
October.
It's in October.
For Georgia. I don't know when New York's or DC's are. Because he's got the trial for the RICO stuff for the phone call. He said, hey, can you just find these 11,000 votes? And I remember when that shit happened. It was like, holy fuck, this is happening.
Wait, what happened?
So he called Lindsey Graham and Brian Kemp and like whoever under them and everything, or somebody under them is like, hey, can you just find these 11,720 votes that I need? Like, that's very clearly illegal
That's
as shit.
fraud, man.
It will.
Right?
There's a lot to it, but
He really did that?
yes. Night of the
I
election.
don't know why I'm surprised.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's like
Of course he did
that's
that.
ballsy as
Yeah.
shit. And then the one in
Wow.
DC is for the January 6th stuff. The one in New York is for campaign fraud, I think. I don't know what the other one is because I don't pay that close attention. But there's like stuff coming out about January 6th. Like, you remember when all this they tried to subpoena the Secret Service for their text messages? And
Who tried to do? Trump?
Washington tried to subpoena Secret Service for their text messages in regards to January 6th, the insurrection.
I did not know that.
Okay, so when they did that, all of a sudden they were deleted. They lost all these text messages. Right? Super fucked.
Wow.
Now, you go a little further back, and you remember when Trump took office, he had people swearing loyalty oaths to him.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
That's
people he
Hitler
wanted
shit.
work. Yeah. Everybody said it. It's like, this is clearly fascism.
Yeah.
Now, so he did that. So he had these people that were all loyal to him working for him, Secret Service, whoever. Now, turns out they subpoenaed Twitter for all his text messages, DMs, everything.
Really? Wow.
Took them a long time because, Elon's a little fucking MAGA boy, which is weird because he's from South Africa. I mean, like, clearly you're racist, but, like, still.
Aren't most Richies like Republican?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so after they got that, they found out one of the Secret Service guys was like the official liaison to the Proud Boys.
Really?
Yeah, the white nationalist group that try to help overthrow the government.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy
Like,
shit, I'm
the
running
deeper
out.
you get into this, it's like, this is what was happening. Like, I figured it was just a bunch of retards doing retarded
That's
shit.
what I thought.
Yeah, and then it turns out, like, there was a little bit more thought to it. Like, if these people were legitimately smart and had, like, Mike Pence on their side, they would have maybe done something fucked up. But then, realistically, you would hope the army stepped in, because that's what you do. But
they.
so
But Trump was the president at the time, so would they step in? It's like,
no, yeah.
I mean, you'd hope
There are people in the military that you would hope would really sit there and go, okay, this is not a lawful
fucking
order.
fascism.
You would hope.
Yeah,
There's also a lot of terrible people in the military.
I bet.
I've met a lot of them. But
Is there a lot of MAGA guys?
they're mostly the younger privates that are now probably NCOs if they're still in. But it was a lot of times like, yeah, you're just a liberal, and they used it kind of like they were saying the N-word.
Oh, so they said it like with,
Yeah.
with
You knew what they were trying to say, and it
Yeah.
was like, I'm an NCO and you're private, you're lucky I don't fucking punch your teeth in. But
There's probably. Are you even allowed to talk politics when you're?
no, you're not supposed to.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I've told them, and they went, "Oh, well, you're just this." Is like, no, motherfucker, I'm an NCO. Shut up. Take your shit home. I don't care. Fucking
Wow.
keep it to yourself. Anyways, but
So the Secret Service was orchestrating,
or working with.
working with the Proud Boys who spearheaded the January 6th thing.
So
didn't
from
they?
my understanding is this is from like a bunch of different sources that the Proud Boys had a bunch of guns in unmarked vehicles, waiting for Trump to deputize them to help take over Congress after Mike Pence was supposed to decertify the electors in the election, because he's the one that says, okay, these are all this is official, this is who won the state, blah, 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 right?
Mike Pence does that.
Yeah, that's what the vice president does, more or less. And he can or cannot, decertify the election and says, no, we're not accepting this, more or less, or something to that degree.
Why is that a thing?
I don't know, why is the vice president a thing? Fucking who knows? Smarter people than me, but this is my understanding of it. They wanted him to do that. He's like, no, I'm gonna uphold the Constitution. I'm a terrible piece of shit in every other way, but this one.
Thank God he did that.
Yeah, and then so because
Jesus Christ.
And because he did that, everybody else wasn't able to do what they wanted. But that's the belief is how those people quickly stormed the Capitol because Secret Service backed out and said whatever. Now, can you imagine Secret Service just blasting at those people coming in?
Well, didn't someone got shot?
Yep.
Right.
Ashley Biblet, whatever, dumb shit.
Wasn't it just a security guard that shot her?
It was Capitol Police that shot her. They were busting through the window, and he's like, back the fuck up, and they're zombieing the fucking door, blasting. He's like, good, she deserves it. I mean, terrorism.
Yeah.
Treason.
She's trying, yeah.
I don't, you don't even have to be a big patriot or American, so there's no, that's treason, that's bad.
Yeah.
You may not like the government, but fuck Russia, right?
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, man. No.
Because, it's better this than that, more or less.
She was storming the Capitol.
Yeah, and helped beating cops. One cop died. They beat him with a flagpole and stuff. Not the pole, but the heavy end, the bottom.
Really?
And, yeah, they beat him to death. Another person was squished. And it's fucked up.
They beat him to death?
Yeah. So I think he
Capitol Police?
Yeah, I believe it was police.
Dude, they just got ripped into a frenzy, man. Why would normal people actually do that?
Yeah, because these are normal people.
That's
COVID isn't real. Trump's a real president. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, that's a good point, but I just mean people, they were driven to murder in a way because of the mob mentality and what they believe.
I don't even think it's a mob mentality. I think it's a lot of. I guess you could say it's mob mentality. It's that flat ignorance just takes over, and you're just dumb as shit. And yeah, he's our god. We're gonna do what he says.
Yeah.
It's that's a bad start for anything.
And he convinced them that
over months of this is a rigged election.
Exactly.
You need to stop the vote. You need to stop the steal.
I'm getting fucked over. This isn't constitutional or whatever.
Yeah, and everything was working the way it was supposed to. It's this happens every 4 years.
You're losing the election, dude. You're a psychopath.
What's crazier is that Hillary Clinton called this out during the debates. It's
really?
When he loses, he gets upset. He blames everybody else. He says it's a lie. He says it's rigged. This shit was very easily foretold before the election. It was the first election.
Right, yeah. Holy, you're talking about the 2016 debates.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Who's running right now? Is this? Oh, can Trump run?
So
the answer is yes.
No.
Really, he can't.
A lot of law. There's two people that put out an op-ed in the Atlantic. Both are constitutional lawyers. One on the left, one on the right. This is what they do, and they both have come to the conclusion that he can't because he participated in this insurrection.
Which is treason, essentially.
Yeah. It's
high treason. That's one of the things they say that you can't be president.
Straight up in the Constitution. Not in one of the amendments, in the Constitution. It is addressed. If you fucking participate in this, you cannot be president. You cannot run for public office of any kind.
That makes sense, actually.
Right. Now...
But Trump, he doesn't give a fuck about that.
No, he's an idiot. Well, I'm not going to say he's an idiot. He's the dumbest mastermind in the world.
I think he's...
he's a cartoon villain.
I still think that he's pretty stupid.
Oh, no, I'm not saying he's smart. Let's be clear about that. That's what I said. He's a cartoon villain. But no, so technically he shouldn't be allowed to. So they're going to have to go through the process of not putting him on the ballot. Now, like I said, last night was a Republican debate. That means these people are going to run for the primaries.
Right.
Which usually when somebody has like won or lost a presidency, like there's not going to be Democratic debates because Biden's going to run again, right? So he'll just...
Is he running again?
Probably.
We don't have anyone else that can run, man. Like, come on.
Realistically, no, because everybody's too fucking old. Same time, you can sit there and go the PACT Act, infrastructure bill, Inflation Act, whatever. There have been good enough things where you're like, okay, just keep politics boring and keep shit moving.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah, and well, I don't know much about politics, but
I know.
I used to be more, when Trump was in office, I used to read stuff constantly because he got me pretty revved up politically.
Horny.
Yeah, politically horny.
It's like, I'm about this guy. I want that hat.
But I was like, come on, Joe Biden's too old, man. He sounds like he's like my grandpa that's in a nursing home.
Oh, no, I agree with you, but like, I would have rather had Bernie Sanders.
Me too. I voted for him.
Anybody else, like, AOC's probably going to run in like 10 to 20 years. Something
She's
like that.
too young, right?
No, she's old enough.
She's over 35?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably, I don't know. Fucking. Doesn't matter. She's probably going to do it eventually. Her or... It'll probably be her, Elon Omar, and...
Kanye West.
Yeah, probably. I always vote Vermin Supreme if I can.
Vermin Supreme is the shit.
But he's never, like, on the ballots I want to vote for.
Yeah.
But...
He's fucking awesome.
I am working on a bit for after my birthday in January, though.
When's your birthday? January, what?
The date's not important.
Okay.
But I'll be 35.
So, what's the bit?
It's basically going to be Vermin Supreme talking points.
But, nice.
No, but it'll be people like that. I think that's probably the younger Democrats that are running. Like, the ones that were running for Republicans is Ron DeSantis, who more or less wants to be Trump. But
Does he?
Yeah. I do like calling him Meatball Ron, though. That was a pretty good nickname.
Meatball Ron.
Like, most of Trump's nicknames are dumb as shit.
Yeah.
But, like, Meatball Ron is like... Because it took him a minute to find a good nickname to stick. It was like, Meatball. Like, I like it. But, he sucks.
Yeah.
I think Chris Christie and...
God. Badass Chris Christie.
Apparently during the debate, him and another lady, I can't remember her name, but they were making, like, good, solid, rational people points.
Really?
Yeah, like, this is not John McCain, but, like, close enough, or as close as we're going to get to it, versus the other people. Who, this Ivar something, it's an Indian guy, and he is fucking wild crazy.
Ivar Omar something?
It's Ravashanki or something, he's Indian.
He's Indian?
Yeah. But, like, doesn't believe in climate change and...
Oh, he's a Republican?
Yeah, there's a Republican debate.
Oh, right, yeah.
But, like, he thinks they should raise the voting age to 25 and... Like, a bunch of crazy shit. I don't remember the details, but everything I hear from him is like, wow, this guy's a real piece of shit. Like, maybe that's cute that everybody's been waiting for. Like, that level of bad. There's other people, but I don't care enough.
Yeah.
Because I don't vote in the Republican primaries.
Right.
Or vote very often to begin with.
I have no desire. Usually I vote because I think it's important, but I have no desire at this time.
I will vote when I feel it's totally necessary. I didn't vote in the 2016 election because I didn't get my absentee ballot until the day after it was due.
That's fucked up.
That's super fucked up.
That's supposed to be, that's stupid.
I did vote in the last election, no. Like, but the polling place was literally down the street. I walked there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Ours, the one I went to is by the rodeo over here.
I need to re-register for here. I have no idea where the polling place in Espanola is. I would like to vote against this mayor.
Yeah? Is he a dumb fuck or what?
He is 27.
That's too young to do
He is
that.
not doing very well right now. We've read about him on this, like about the people
We have
he's
a
suspended,
wait, we have a 27-year-old mayor?
was under federal investigation for, I think, embezzlement or something when he was on the school board. Right now, he suspended the financial advisor and somebody else. Somebody tried to get a restraining order against him that work up in town hall and everything, and that was denied for whatever reason. Somebody he fired. He may have sexually harassed or something. The newspaper just reported on it today about how he's taking, like, he's in charge of all the city's money, but the city is losing money, and they said like within 2 years they'll probably be broke.
Seriously?
The city was supposed to be taking over these low-income housing over on El Llano. It's like a 50-plus units, and fucking who knows what's going on with that. Sounds like it's not working out.
Holy shit, I need to vote against this guy. I'm not like super tied to Espanola, but that's fucked up, man.
You'd have to register to vote here and have like a legitimate address and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm registered in Santa Fe. So,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, it's wild.
That's fucking crazy, man. Donald Trump turned himself in. Remember in 2016, I was like, Trump's never going to jail. He's bulletproof. He's bulletproof, man.
I had a lot of people coming up to, like other NCOs, I've had soldiers come up to me as like, it's weird because there's always when I was sitting in the same spot at the table in the battery. But it was like, oh yeah, there's people that like hope he fucks up real bad and everything. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, yeah, there's Democrats out there that they want him to get elected and then fail, and it's like, that's cool, I guess. I don't care. I would hope he does well as a president. It'd be a nice surprise. I'm almost positive he's not going to.
Right.
Fucking turn around, go fucking figure. I was right about it.
Yeah.
But, and then from there, once stuff started happening, up until the Mueller report, the one before the Mueller report, the Steele dossier or whatever, that said like, yeah, he's definitely being blackmailed by the Russians, and there's a PP tape out there, which I still want to see.
Dude, that would be the best video ever.
Right, and then like, people were upset because nothing was happening. So after that came out, because it was from a guy, retired MI6 guy, right?
Right.
And then the Mueller report came out, and everything leading up to the Mueller report, there was like shit going on where I think there's 2 FBI agents that were fucking, and they were like sending text messages, and then they're like, yeah, fuck Trump stuff. Like stuff you don't want in a text message if you work for the federal government.
Yeah.
Especially during an investigation on that, so they got fired, or at the very least pulled from that investigation.
Yeah.
And then the first impeachment was like, okay, let's see how that goes. Because that was the Ukrainian one, right?
Yes, the collusion.
Yeah, which at that point was like, this is very clearly enough. Because I don't think they really ever think an impeachment's going to go much further than you have been impeached, which is just an asterisk on your record,
right.
More or less. You're never going to get convicted of that.
Which, that surprised me at the time. I thought impeachment meant you leave office, but
No.
it doesn't.
Impeachment is basically the same as getting indicted, but by the House of Representatives and Congress or whatever. But like once you like kind of fully learn that, it's like, oh, okay, this is so much of you fucked up. We know you fucked up, but the way our system works with checks and balances, we're kind of fucked. Especially with that Democrat from Hawaii, I think, Tulsi Gabbard or whatever. The fucking lady that sat there. Oh well, we'll just see. Maybe he'll learn from this. Like, you have clearly been fucking paid. Like, that is a shit fucking excuse. I don't know if that was the first impeachment or the second one. And what was the second one for?
What was it? January 6th, wasn't it? Yeah, no, what blows my mind is Nixon had the like Nixon had the, I don't want to say honor, but he had the
testicular fortitude.
yes, to leave office once he got impeached. Like he just bounced. Like
I don't think he even got impeached at that point. It was he had enough balls to just like, I resign, dude. Fucking
yeah, I hate the Jews.
yeah. I hate the blacks. I hate the Jews, and whatever he said.
Yeah, I love the tapes of him in the Oval Office. I've listened to some of them. They're fucking fascinating. He's just talking shit about Jewish people, and he's using like slurs against. It's fucking insane. Yeah, I love those tapes.
Well, that and Henry Kissinger, who, go figure, is still alive.
Really?
Yeah,
Was he like 100?
I have no idea.
Jesus Christ.
But he was like the orchestrator of a lot of that. Like, yeah, Nixon. See, that's the thing about Nixon. Like, if you ever read about like his early life and what led him into politics and everything, it's like kind of endearing because he was a poor fucking kid, and like poor back in those days was like super poor, no shoes poor.
Wow.
And then like in California, came up, went to politics, and did all this stuff, and was like, oh, he's a fucking criminal. Good job, Dick. You made all us poors look fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But no,
he was vice president.
Yes.
Like 8 years before or something. I think. Yeah.
And then he gets elected president, and then it turns out he's a criminal. Whatever else. He kind of fucked us with uniting trades with China, because that wouldn't be seen then. I mean, politically good, but like economically, that's terrible, because that's why a lot of our jobs moved to China, because it was cheaper, and that fucked us in the long run.
In hindsight, yeah.
But that's like Reagan's politics. Like, they fucked us every way they could.
Really?
Especially with the economy. That's why billionaires are so rich and whatever else. Because apparently, like, after World War II, the rich were getting taxed at like 90% during World War II.
Really?
And then the first tax cut was down to 70%, and they're at like 30% now or some shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's like, no wonder there's fucking billionaires. But like at the same time, the middle class was like a middle class, like the atomic family, and like you had money to do shit. You could buy a car every few years, own your home real cheap, and whatever else.
Yeah.
I went to college by working in a diner. Now if you go to college, you're massively in debt and just want to kill yourself.
Yeah, seriously, I still owe them $6,000.
I didn't go to college. I'm smart.
Yeah, yeah, it's a smart thing to do. But what were you just looking up?
The second impeachment was for incitement of insurrection.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I read enough and it was like, okay, that's enough for me to know. I was like, oh, okay. And that would later lead to these indictments. It's like, yeah, we didn't get you as president, but we're going to get you as a private citizen, motherfucker.
It reminds me of OJ when he got acquitted for murder, and then, what was it, like 12 years later, he got caught stealing his memorabilia at gunpoint. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And that's like a 2-year sentence for what he did.
And
they gave him 12 years.
How long did he serve?
Like 6 years. He only served 6. But they gave him a huge sentence because of the murder thing, basically.
Really? Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It was like, and then he wrote a book, If I Did It, and like the I is like kind of...
The Goldsteins or Goldbergs, the waiter that he murdered?
Yeah.
His parents took his book and like had the rights to it. They couldn't change it, but they put the if really tiny.
Well, that was what the cover he had. It basically, if you looked at it right, it just said I did it.
Right, but they put that into motion.
Right, because they sued him for it because he put it out. They got the rights to it. And he's like, yeah, you piece of shit.
They were awesome, man. You killed our son, bitch.
Yeah.
Have you ever? I listen to Opie and Anthony, and they read they read excerpts from If I Did It.
Yeah.
And it's some of the funniest shit, dude. It's so fucking funny.
Do you know he's on? I think it's Twitter or TikTok, but he just does videos. Just like, hey, how's it going? It's the juice. It's good day. I'm golfing. Just like weird shit, dude. Like
Hello,
I didn't-
Twitter world.
You know, I wouldn't think you were a psychopath until you started doing these. It was like,
Yeah, you're just pretending like everything's normal.
I watched the Poseidon Adventure. You looked normal, or he was in that in the Lethal Gun movies, right?
Naked Gun, yeah,
Naked
yeah.
Gun.
Yeah, he was actually really funny in that.
He was, and then he's like, oh, you're a horrible murderer.
That was so weird for me because he has a very small role in Naked Gun, but he was just really funny in it. And
I think it's one of those things, like, because we weren't born when those movies came out.
right.
Well, yeah, because they came out
I
in
was
the 70s.
pretty young, yeah. Or Naked Gun came out in the 90s.
Did it?
Yeah, but Police Squad was in the 70s.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But either way, it's a lot of hindsight type of shit. It was
Yeah.
like, huh, okay. I don't know anybody who has that kind of like weird thing to look back on, except for maybe Gary Busey, because he used to be normal and considered hot, and now he's like a madman.
Yeah,
But-
didn't he get a motorcycle accident?
Yeah, he's got the brain damage.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Roseanne Barr, Miley Cyrus, and somebody else.
Miley Cyrus has brain damage?
Yeah, apparently she was like riding on the back of an ATV with her brother and like cracked a tree branch.
Dude, ATVs fuck people up, man.
Yeah, but
I hear they're really fun.
but Miley Cyrus is enough to the point. It's like, you don't seem crazy. You just look like you're trying to make money as an artist in a world full of depraved animals.
Yeah.
You're kind of reasonable. You're definitely hot, and you've
Yes.
got an amazing voice.
Yeah, she can
Like
sing.
she's
more-
fucking talented.
Yeah,
And
I like some of her songs.
versus Roseanne Barr, we're like, oh, you can see how this degenerates over time.
She has brain damage?
Yeah. Apparently, like as a very young child, apparently she was like a very gifted math person.
She got in a brutal car accident.
Something like
Brutal.
Yeah.
Like she almost died.
like her whole family died and she's an orphan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we laugh at. No, but like it was a horrible accident. But like I've heard it, like I've seen her on Joe Rogan a few times because it's fairly interesting. But at the same time, it's like this woman is definitely insane.
Yeah, I saw her on the Norm Macdonald's show. Yeah, I don't know.
And then her daughter grew up with Christina Pazinski, Tom
Really?
Segura's wife.
No shit.
Yeah,
They
and
grew up together?
yeah, like they were friends growing up and shit.
That's weird.
I mean, it's a small world, man. You never
Yeah,
know.
I guess so.
But at
yeah.
the same time, it's like she's a fucking terrible mother and everything. I really want to buy her.
Really?
I really want to buy her daughter's book once I
What's
remember
is it
it.
about being raised by Roseanne Barr?
like. She got sent to like behavioral schools, like the kind Paris Hilton talks about that she went to. Is like, this is why I'm a terrible person, but
Yeah.
everything's so
I
hot.
have trauma.
Yeah, I mean, sure, I get it, but you're still a billionaire,
Yeah.
so
I saw some footage of Paris Hilton's movie.
her sex
You wanna-
tape.
No, not that one. She made a movie called This Is Paris, and it's basically she talked about the trauma.
Oh, the
and,
documentary
Yeah,
thing.
the documentary.
Okay,
And,
I don't know why you said movie. I automatically thought the porn. I was like, that thing was terrible.
No, her
I mean-
documentary.
Although Kim Kardashian, who was her assistant during the TV show she was on, go figure, her sex tape was also terrible.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. Anyways, go on.
But she talks about the trauma. Well, she was a crazy little billionaire kid, right? So she
Right.
was running around, drinking, partying, having
With
fucking everything.
Nick Swartzen.
Seriously?
Yes.
Nick Swartzen's awesome. He's lived the best life ever.
I mean,
On
maybe?
the surface, I'm saying.
Yeah,
that,
let's put it that way.
But yeah, she talks about that, which is almost laughable as far as trauma goes.
Well, I mean, you go to a school where people are super abusive. Maybe I don't know all the details, but it seems
Well-
like it was a rough place for like any child.
Well,
She
she
just in the mind, that's a child.
right, but so what they did was all they did was show her some actual discipline. Like the way she describes it, they did lock her in a room like when she was being bad, which
is fucked up.
It's just kind of fucked up, but it's not that bad. It's like my mom used to put me in timeout for hours. Like
that's not the same thing as being locked in a room, because you figure there's no food, no contact, whatever. That's what they do to people in solitary confinement, and that's like psychologically one of the worst things you could do to a person. That's why it's considered inhumane, and they don't call it solitary confinement anymore.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I know that I was in my bedroom, like, and I had stuff to do, like I could read, but
right. But you figure
couple
you're
hours
in a
in a
dormitory,
room
you
is
probably
like-
don't have anything. Like, it doesn't seem bad, but at the same time, I think there was. You figure it might not have just been discipline. It's like, hey, I hit my kid. Oh, I'm just disciplining him, right?
she didn't get hit.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
same idea, right?
yeah.
Somebody can say, yeah, that's discipline, but that doesn't mean that kid's gonna take it as discipline, right?
Right. Plus, she's a pretty free spirit when she was younger, so when someone actually started implementing rules, I can see why she thought it was traumatic.
It can be to somebody. It's different for everybody, so who knows? But those schools have mostly been shut down for the abuses.
Really?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, what did she describe versus what did they get shut down for? Because there's been a number of those schools. It's not just for like rich kids. It's like across the board. A lot of these things have been shut down for the abuse.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because it's a lot of psychological, physical abuse, and they might not talk about everything in detail.
yeah, they would like. She described like they had to go camping and like hang out and like.
Oh, that's what I heard. It's not like regular camping. It's like you hear about like, oh, my granddaddy gave me a fucking knife and put me in the woods and said, "Go, don't come back if you die," kind of thing. It was not that bad, but like close to that.
Yeah, and like she had to do physical labor and stuff, and
Which is still. What do you mean by physical labor?
like digging and shit.
That's kind of fucked up, but depending on the degree.
See, I don't know why I don't see it that way. I don't see it as fucked up.
Because I did all of it as a kid. That's
Maybe-
why
maybe.
you were the little messiah of your cult.
Maybe you have a point, but
They made me wear slacks and give me discipline. I was beat mercilessly as a child.
maybe yeah, you might have a point, but it
mean-
didn't seem too bad, and she's like literally crying, and it seems like fake crying in the movie, and like
I didn't see it. I don't know, but I've heard a lot of other people talk about it that have had similar experiences. Because that's where Roseanne's daughter went, and it was
Oh,
like
shit.
horrific shit.
really.
Because she went to multiple.
Wow.
So
Nah, I'm definitely not saying that. I'm not trying to. I am trying to downplay.
you
her
are. You're
trauma
very
a
much
little
trying
bit.
to like.
But-
She's weak. She's rich. Fuck her. That's what you're saying. It's like, oh my god, I got billions of dollars. I was abused.
It just didn't seem that bad. That's it. I'm
I
not
don't-
saying
like
those
I-
schools are good because it doesn't.
Like
seem,
I said, I don't know the details enough to like really have a judgment on.
Yeah.
But I'm really good at playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're molested. Maybe you're a sexy kid. I don't know. I was never molested. Maybe I was ugly. I mean, I looked very Asian. So
You did when you were younger?
yes, I did.
That's so weird.
Not really. It's for native people. It's pretty common.
Really? You
Yeah.
just look Asian when you're younger?
Yeah. Some people still look Asian.
Corey! No, I'm just joking. He doesn't at all.
That's probably not why he wears glasses. No, but no, I've had friends because they're usually lighter and they look real Asian, but at the same time, I don't know. I think that's what people use to perpetuate the whole land bridge bullshit. It's like, yeah, you guys look Asian. You guys definitely came over. It's like that thing is disproved like every fucking 2 years.
Bering Strait.
Yeah, the Bering Land Bridge. It's like, yeah, you guys came over from Asia. It's like, we disprove that every 2 years. It's very much not true.
So
we might have gone the other way.
They think that was a frozen bridge during the Ice Age, right? And people migrated into America.
Yeah, and then every time it comes up is like, yeah, there's definitely people here before that. So, it's like I said,
Interesting.
it's constantly disproved.
Which is fascinating because Africa is a very old continent. And-
Yeah, that's
and
why they
there's-
say it was the original cradle of life, but they call like Iraq the cradle of civilization. Like, they didn't get very far, apparently. But
Totally. But I just think it's fascinating that people started on both sides of the world.
I don't think it's that degree necessarily. I don't know what this. I mean, they could have maybe, because
they
if
didn't
anything,
cross the
white people
Bering-
came down from the Antarctic out of their weird little ice shelf, because they're weird mutants. That's where
true.
blonde hair and blue eyes come from. It's actual mutation.
Yes, yeah, my friend was telling me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking fascinating.
And
But,
Aryans were actually just Iranians from a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I
The
know.
whole Mein Kampf thing with the Aryans is based off this mythical book that doesn't exist from Iranian legends.
Really?
Yeah.
Hitler's like theories about
Uh-huh.
stuff.
It's like, yeah, the perfect white race came from Iran, where people are brown.
Wait, he said that?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's like more of like, you're full of shit. You're weaponizing nonsense. But
Do you think he actually believed that shit? I think
yeah,
he
dude,
did.
he was totally.
Okay, yeah.
He comes from a family of crazy people.
Really?
His mother was committed, so his sister was committed, his aunt was committed, he had them all killed. Yeah, wild shit.
It's like,
And then you add the amphetamines, which really, like, amp up that psychosis.
I love that he was fucking tripping on amphetamines. Well, not tripping, but like
Geeked out.
just geeked out. I love that. It's so interesting because when he does his speeches, he like he takes some time at first, and
He
then
really
he starts getting revved up, and it's just like, holy shit, dude! He seems like he's on something.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Because, yeah. Yeah, it's fucking wild. So.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
But, I mean, who knows? I don't know the details of where people come from enough, because I'm not a scientist of any kind.
Yeah.
Except for drugs. I do the very Batman approach. But, I don't know, man. Who fucking knows? Like,
Yeah.
maybe our creation stories, most people's creation stories are true. And we all came down at once. Maybe we're all, like, weird seeded alien babies, like, was it South Park?
Prometheus? Oh, South Park.
Or Prometheus, but was it South Park where it's like, we took a bunch of races from a bunch of different planets, put them on one, see how they interacted. That one. And it was
I
like
don't
a
know, I
game
don't
show.
remember that.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, no, if no one crossed the Bering's land bridge, that means civilization and Africa and the North and the Americas both kind of started separately.
Shit was also close.
Independently.
Shit was also closer. Then you have to remember Pacific Islanders, Samoas, Maoris, and everything. They were boat people traveling.
Oh, okay.
Too. So
they
you
might
got
have
to
traveled.
consider that, and like there's tons of different things to consider, other than the fact that Bering Land Bridge is fucking wrong. There was more than one species of human in
Neanderthal-
caveman days.
Neanderthal and
Homo sapien,
Homo sapien.
and there's others too. There's like 4 or 5 others that all existed at the same time.
yeah,
And then people still have like Neanderthal blood in them.
yes, which is fascinating to think about because they just look like regular people.
No, they don't. They look like fucking monsters with big ass skulls. Hi, I'm the caveman from Geico. Like, yeah, we can tell. You got a big head, and you're kind of retarded.
Oh shit.
But who knows, man?
Yeah, who knows?
And yeah, eat shit and die.